start recording. And thank you guys for joining us. I have Stephanie here with me. And this is almost our last statewide meeting for the year. We're here already in April. I can't believe it. And I feel like I say that every single month. I can't believe that another month has gone by. We have flown through this year, and I don't know if you guys feel that way. Maybe the students don't feel like it's gone by fast, but I know that I definitely do. Today may be a little short. I have a few updates and mostly some reminders, and then I do have some great pictures of some of the work that you guys are doing, and then just a few things to talk about as we're approaching the end of the year. So to start with our updates, I wanted to just let you know that we actually have added 2 more chapters. It has grown and grown, and I could not be happier. You know, we started last year with 20 chapters, and our goal was to increase to 35. We added swag teams, which has been great, and then we've had several other tobacco specialists across the state that receive funding from the Department of Health that have started chapters there. And then we've just had some other schools that are interested. So just in this past few weeks, we've added Drew Central in Drew County and Poen in Grant County. So we're up to 54 chapters and 40 counties. So we're covering more than half the state. So I absolutely could not be happier with the growth that we've seen this year. So you guys remember that we've challenged you to increase our Instagram followers. Back in February, we had 253, and I let you guys know that we'd passed that. This time last month, the beginning of March, we'd made it up to 372, and we're really trying to get to 500. So right now, we are so close. We're up to 427. So those of you that are listening, if you have your phone with you, if you're on Instagram and you're not following us, take it out now. It's SOS Project Prevent. You want to follow us on Instagram because Stephanie is always posting things from events that we're doing, but also just the Trivia Tuesday has been a really big hit too. So every Tuesday, Stephanie posts several trivia questions, and if you are following and answering those that are getting them correct, she's able to select some winners, and we're giving out prizes every month for those winners. So, Stephanie, you want to let them know who our winners are this month? Let's see. I think I have. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, so I'm very sorry if I say any of these wrong, but we'll post them for those on the phone. We'll post them on our Instagram page too, so you can actually see who the winners are. But our winners this week are Nathan Bambi _ Cassie Kratcheville
Sorry,
with
Cassie.
a K. Sorry, Cassie. And Brooklyn Edwards. So if you're one of those winners or if they're one of your friends, just let them know, and then you can just email me at bellsm@archildrens.org, and then we'll also post it on our Instagram, so you can also reply on there if you see that.
Yeah, so just let Stephanie know if you're one of these winners, and then we'll get you some prizes in the mail. We actually have some new things coming in today. So if you've been doing this for a while, or if we've visited you at your school and we've given out some little prizes, just know that we kind of have some new things that we're pretty excited about. So again, please follow us on Instagram. And if you are an adult, or even for students that has Facebook, that's SOS Project Prevent as well. And Stephanie posts a lot of really great articles on our Facebook page that pertain to youth tobacco use, a lot of interesting stories about Juul and vaping, but also all of our Ready, Set, Record videos are on our Facebook page, so you can watch all of them. We had some really great ones this year, and pictures from the event too, and just different things that we're out and about doing. So Instagram and Facebook, and then remember that we have our YouTube channel as well. You can just search Project Prevent Youth Coalition and follow our YouTube channel. And all of our statewide meetings that we record, we'll still email you guys the link, the recorded link, but you can also catch those on our YouTube channel. Okay. I wanted to remind you guys too that My Reason to Write is still open. Remember, that is our writing project for grades 2nd through 8th. The deadline is April 15th. So there's still time to submit those entries. You have until 5 p.m. on the 15th, so you have just a couple more weeks. But all of that information is on our website, sosprojectprevent.com, and you can submit your entries there on the website, or you can email them to me, or you can put them in the regular old-fashioned mail to me also. All of that information is on the website. So if you guys are within those grades and are interested, you still have time, or if you want to remind your friends and your teachers at your school for those grade levels, that'd be great too. Last year we had, I believe, 781 entries, and I was hoping that we would pass that this year, and we're on our way. But you always get those last minute entries too. So they can do essays and then poems and song lyrics as well. Okay, I wanted to remind you guys again, too, that we are accepting applications for the Project Prevent Activism Awards. And this is just something that we started doing last year. Any student that is a current member of a registered Project Prevent chapter can apply. So if you are within a chapter and you know that your chapter has registered on our website, then you guys are eligible. And then the requirements are here, but I'll also send out the actual application. I'll attach it to the email with the meeting recording link as well. I'd like for our winners to be able to do something, kind of participate in the conference in some way in the fall. Sarah at Cross County was able to do the welcome, but I want to involve our Activism Award winners even more at the conferences next year. So if you have questions about that, just let me know. But you have until April 17th to get those mailed or emailed to me. And then it doesn't have to be a written application. You can do a video this year. So either 750 words or less written, or a 3 to 5 minute video, just fulfilling all those requirements there. And these are cash prizes. So the bronze is $200, silver is $300, and then the gold award is $500. So that will go directly to the student. So let me know if you have any questions. And I will tell you guys that I've not had a lot of entries. So if it's something that you thought about doing, but thought, well, what are the chances that I might win something? We don't have a whole lot of entries yet. So please think about it. And I'd love to see some videos. Of course, I won't be judging. That way I'm not biased in any way, but our advisory committee will help us judge these. And I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say. Okay, let's see. I also want to remind you guys about the Travelers Kids Days. So this is something that the Arkansas Travelers do every year. And I know that Bruno Paya was looking at coming, and then she was thinking that it was the team that's in Fayetteville, which I think is the Arkansas Naturals. But this is the Travelers, and they're here in Little Rock. So just to be clear, this is in Little Rock. Something that the Travelers do every year. It's 2 different days in April. It's the 17th and the 24th. They're both Wednesdays, and the ball games are during the day. They start at 11, but the gates open at like 9:30. It's very affordable, and there'll be kids coming from schools all over the state. It's a ball game, but they also do a lot of fun interactive things, and we're sponsoring the Kids Day this year, so we'll be there. And if you guys are able to come, would like to come, we would love to help involve you in some way. We'll be throwing some prizes and things out in the crowd, and doing some fun things with the kids. So we'd love for you to be able to come. I do have some tickets available that I can give you for free. Otherwise, tickets are $3 per person. And then there's a food voucher that's like the hot dog, chips, and drink for $5 as well. All of this information is on the Travelers webpage, and I'll send out that link as well. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the Arkansas Tobacco Control Conference that we attended last week, and I have some new news to add to this that Patrick Hunter just shared with me. So this is a picture of the Ignite group, and they were the ones that were responsible for helping get the age raised to 21 in the city of Harrison to be able to purchase tobacco products. So they, in the city of Harrison, have raised their age to 21, and these are the students that were actively involved in helping getting that passed. Since then, they went on to get their courtyard at their courthouse, the grounds to go tobacco free. And Patrick just sent me an email that they have passed a second Tobacco 21 in, I think it's Alpena.
Yep, Alpena.
Okay, good. You're there. Great.
Yep.
So that's fantastic. You want to tell us a little bit about it real quick since we have you on the call?
Just the fact that they were going to pass this a month ago and they didn't have a quorum. But whenever they came in, the city councilmen were a little aggressive about it. One of them even said, "So you're going to tell me a 13-year-old hauling hay can't chew tobacco?" And, you want to scream, yeah, it's highly illegal.
Right.
But, you don't do that. And they won them over. They overcame all the objections just by the presentation alone. And so much so that they rolled over on them on the very next meeting when they did have a quorum. And since no emergency clauses is done, it takes 30 days to implement. The benefit, though, to this is while the state law is going to take several months to implement and has many restrictions and exemptions, this one is based on the Harrison ordinance and has no exemptions. And so there's going to be a few months to where this community, like Harrison, is going to benefit by an even stricter ordinance.
Fantastic. Well, you guys have done some amazing work, and that is the picture that I'm showing now. If you are logged on, is of the group with their advisor, and
Yes.
on the right, and then on the left in the blue is Miss Barbara Cumpy, and Barbara is the Tobacco Control Coalition program coordinator. And some of you have met Barbara because she's traveled around with Stephanie and I doing the oh my goodness, advocacy training. Thank you. So Ignite was awarded at the Tobacco Control Coalition at their conference for their work in Harrison. So they were able to come down and receive that award. So we're very proud of you guys. And if any of you are have questions about this, Patrick has been a great resource, and I'd be happy to connect you with him or even the Ignite group if they'd be willing to kind of share some of their stories of how they were able to do all this great work. Very proud of you guys.
They'd be proud to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. And then I also wanted to mention that, again, at the Tobacco Control Conference, Lisa Academy West was able to join us. They were our guests. And that's a picture there of the students from Lisa, along with myself and Dr. Bala, who is the medical director for the Tobacco Prevention and Control Program at the Department of Health, which is our funders. And they were able to participate throughout the day. You can see some of them there at the podium. They just shared tobacco facts and statistics throughout the conference. So we were so happy to have you guys there. And side note, the keynote speaker for the conference was from the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids. So she was really impressed with our youth involvement. To have Lisa Academy students there and the Ignite group, I was really, really proud of our youth participation in the state. So I just wanted to kind of touch on a few other things that you guys have done around the state, like I love to do. You guys are so easy to brag on. This is Berryville, and they did a project with their elementary students called Tobacco is a Monster. So the students drew what they thought the tobacco monster would look like, and they wrote a little bit about it. So I thought it was such a clever project and really had a chance to get the high school students involved with the elementary kids. This is so beneficial. And then for the winners, they were able to have lunch with the high schoolers. So great job, Berryville. You guys are always impressing me. And I have some pictures of Valley View here reading to their elementary students. I know that it takes coordination in larger schools like Valley View. I know that your elementary school is not just right beside the high school. So I know that it does take some effort to get there, but it's so impactful when you have high school, junior high and high school students that are willing to go and talk to elementary kids because they really do look up to you guys. So great job, Valley View. I believe I have some more from Charleston. Yes, this is Charleston reading to their elementary students also. So if you guys, I know all of the chapters that report directly to me have these books, and I believe the swag teams are getting them soon at your conference as well. But if you don't have tobacco books that you can read to your elementary students, let me know, and I'd be happy to share with you where we ordered them. And I even have a couple that I could loan you as well. And then Cross County, I mentioned Sarah a second ago, but she was our Activism Award gold winner last year. But this is a picture of Sarah at, I think, their Mexican restaurant there in Cherry Valley. So this is Cross County High School. So for through with Chew Week, I thought this was very clever. They created these table tents that has information about spit tobacco or smokeless tobacco. It just says learn the facts, know the facts, spread the facts, brought to you by Thunderbirds Against Drugs. That's the name of their chapter. And they put them all around town. So I can imagine that Sarah made a friend here at the Mexican restaurant as she was visiting. So I thought that was a very, very unique idea and a great way to connect with your community too. And this is my friends from Mountain Home Junior High. And if you can see above them on the tops of the lockers, this was such a great idea and a simple project that probably didn't cost them any money. It's colored chalk and cardboard boxes. So they made their own signs. And this is the type of thing that I love to see because it doesn't, take a large budget to be able to spread tobacco education. So they wrote signs about vaping and placed them on top of the lockers all throughout their school. Great idea. I think I have another one of Mountain Home Junior High. And Mr. Newsom will have to remind me what this one was for. I think they just maybe gotten their banner and they were placing it in the gym. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But yeah, more Mountain Home Junior High. Oh, and I had some really good pictures here from Kirby. And this was when they went to their elementary school and was doing the Oregon Wise Guys curriculum. So if you guys haven't used this yet, it comes with a little game, and this curriculum is for kindergarten through second grade. So it's a very simple little game that you can get them to really get the students to really interact with you, to talk about smoking. And of course, the stories are really cute. And then they have a booth set up here at the bottom left too, with their spin wheel and all of their Mr. Grossmouth and all of their information too. Great job, Kirby. Just have a couple more. Hamburg Middle School had a family fun night where they put out information about Juul and vaping. And here's one of their students there. And then on the right, if you can see this, this is from Harrison Middle School. And they did a project called Airing Out Big Tobacco's Dirty Laundry. So this hung in the courthouse from March 15th through the 25th. And the students were able to tackle all different forms of tobacco with facts that they put on this like clothesline. So if you can see, there's like socks and there's t-shirts and shorts, and they've decorated them. Great project idea. If any of you guys are watching and want to steal this, it would be a really good project to borrow from them. Good job. And then this may be my last one. This was at Bruno Paya, as I mentioned them a second ago. They picked up their tobacco litter on their campus. You guys have seen pictures from several schools that have done this. And we think about our schools being protected by state law that they are tobacco free and no one is supposed to have these products on school campus. Yet anytime we have students that go out and do a cleanup, they find all types of tobacco litter. So that's a real benefit of having a Project Prevent chapter that can clean up the school campus and then bring this to the attention of your to your administrators or to your school board and just say, we want to protect our students and we want to protect our school. And those welcome to our tobacco-free school yard signs are really helpful once you do that. So you can put them out and hopefully advocate for that state law to really be better enforced. So great job to you guys. I do still have some of those yard signs if anybody needs some. I have a picture of it I can pull up. If you don't know which one I'm talking about, I can pull that out. And then just a couple of things I wanted to touch on as we wrap up the year, because we are so close to the end of school. By the next time that we have a statewide meeting, we'll really be close. But I just want you guys to be thinking about your end of the year celebrations for your chapters and just kind of recap all the activities that you've done and think about what kind of impact you've had on your school or your community, and just kind of reflect on the things that you've been able to do. And you have a lot to be proud of, and maybe even brainstorm some ideas for next year. I wanted to mention that if you are receiving funding from my grant here at Children's Hospital, just make sure that you've completed at least 2 tobacco control activities for the semester, and you're up to date on all of your reports. I still am missing several, but I need reports from January through April. And then I had mentioned you can combine your January and December reports since those are both short months. And then if you're planning to apply again for next year, I will have the application very soon, but there'll be some slight changes. So I just kind of want to let you, kind of give you a heads up, but that application will be out really soon. And I wanted to remind, even though I know we're not to the summer yet, but I wanted to remind students and advisors and all of you that you can stay connected with Project Prevent over the summer through our social media. Again, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Our last statewide meeting is May 1st, and that's when we'll announce the Activism Awards, and we'll do a year in review at that meeting as well. Stephanie has just finished our spring newsletter, so I'll be sending that out today, and then our final newsletter will come out in the summer, which will be much larger. It'll be a larger publication so that we can showcase everything that you guys were able to do throughout the school year. Let's see. I have a few more minutes. I'm wrapping up a little early. For those of you that have logged in or are on the call, does anybody have any questions, or is there anything that you guys need from me, or any questions that you may have? Well, again, I'll send an email with the recording link for today's meeting. And of course, you can also find that on YouTube. And I'll send the Activism Award application as well and our latest newsletter. And just keep up the good work, guys. We're so close to the final home stretch, but we'll have a lot of things going on. Remember to let me know if you want to get some tickets for the Travelers Kids games. I'd love to have some of you guys there, especially in your Project Prevent shirts and representing. You could help us do some things with some of the other kids. And of course, like always, if you need anything, just please let me or Stephanie know, and we're here to help you make it through the last little home stretch of the school year. All right. If you guys don't have anything else, that's all I have this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.